Have you heard of alchemy? The medieval practice of trying to turn base metals into gold, or finding an everlasting elixir that grants immortality. I've been obsessed with it since I was a kid. So like most things in my life, most ideas I've had, it stems from a cartoon. This one's no different. It's from Full Metal Alchemist. A cartoon, a Japanese cartoon about these two brothers that lost their mother and they tried to bring her back. And in the process of trying to bring her back, one lost his entire body and the other one lost his arm and leg to save the soul of his brother that lost the body and attach it to a metal suit of armor. What fascinated me so much about that show was the very beginning. And in the beginning, it said the law of equivalent exchange. It said mankind cannot gain anything without giving something of equal value in return. I was fascinated about that. To gain anything, you have to give. But you cannot just give anything, you have to give something of equal value. You have to give greatness. So these two brothers, they tried to bring their mother back from the dead. And in doing so, they lost their body and part of their body. And were still unable to bring her back to life. Because what they were giving was not great enough. So I've always wondered, will I be able to make an impact so great, give so much, that I get back enough? You know, it's this thing. So in equivalent exchange, I have to give so much to get. Am I able to give enough? Do I have enough to give? Do I know enough to give? Am I able to truly give? You know, I'm gonna rewind back. If you saw the video I did before, I'm gonna tag it right here, of J. Cole. And to me, I find music very powerful. And I'm sure you do as well. But the thing about it is, I'm afraid I don't have that big of an impact. I'm afraid I don't have that much emotion to give, to really make someone feel a certain way. Or maybe not even the emotion. I may have the emotion, but I lack the ability to articulate it in such a way that someone feels it in their heart and in their soul. It makes me wonder whether or not I'm good enough. Am I great enough? Am I powerful enough? Am I able to truly understand the law of equivalent exchange? I don't know if I have enough to give, and I'm working on trying to figure it out, but I'm not sure. It's like you and I, sometimes don't give enough but expect everything in return. We are giving barely anything and expect the world to give us back everything. And you know, it's like that karma thing. You know, what you give is what you get back. You know, it's like a boomerang. You only get back the boomerang if you put enough effort to get it back. And it's like, are we doing enough? Am I doing enough? Are you doing enough? Are we actually making a difference in this world? Are we trying hard enough to be great? Are we willing to give up and sacrifice what's necessary to be amazing? You know, sacrifice is what life is all about, at least from what I'm starting to understand. If I don't give enough, I don't get enough. If I don't work hard enough, I won't get what I need to have what I want, to give what I want away. That's it. I cannot sit by idly and expect everything to be handed to me, because nothing will. And if it's handed to me, it's because someone wanted it to be, and they'll take it back when they desire. It's like if you don't go to work, you don't get a check. But a lot of times we forget that part. Like if you don't put enough effort, you're not going to get back anything. And I myself am to blame a million times over, because I really think I'm doing enough, but I'm not. I'm not even close. I'm not even close to doing enough. Yet, I feel like I deserve a lot. But then it's crazy because I feel like I don't deserve anything. I'm at this weird little mixture of, I believe I deserve the world, but I don't believe I deserve it at all. You know, so it's like I have this really inflated sense of myself and how great I am, right? I really think I'm amazing. I have this delusion of how great and how amazing I am and can be. But at the same time, I humble myself. I let myself know I'm nothing. I'm nothing, really. I'm just another person on this planet with barely little impact to give. But that's what scares me. Like, do I want to live a life that's so mundane, that's so mediocre, that I'm forgotten when time goes on? Right? Am I willing to give that much of myself to be great? Am I willing to sacrifice? You know, and if you think about it right now, I'm 28 years old and I don't sacrifice at all. You know, you look at like championship boxers and things like that. They do amazing things and make sacrifice for social life and just everything. And I'm kind of like, I do what I feel like doing when I feel like doing it. And it's like I'm not really driven. And since I'm not driven, it really makes you wonder whether or not I will outlive my own name. It's like, am I giving enough? And this whole video, I have this like nervous laugh thing, right? I'm laughing, but it ain't funny. It's not funny at all. I don't know. I don't know if I'm leaving an impact on this planet when I decide to go. Even that, right there, right? I'm so arrogant that I believe I'm going to tell the world when I want to leave it. Not the world's going to tell... Not that the world's going to take me when it's ready. So arrogant. But for what? What have I done? What have I achieved? What have I given? You know, you all haven't seen this in my videos, but I do this a lot, right? And it's from Fullmetal Alchemist. And that's how the main character creates these things, these transmutations. And when I go through doors or I'm done for a conversation with somebody, I'll usually end it with this. And what I'm doing in this moment is I'm telling myself I can create change into the world. I have the power to change the world. That's what I'm telling myself every time I do that. But sometimes I waver. Sometimes I forget. Because I'm only human. Because I'm only human, it makes me wonder, is that enough? You know, in Fullmetal Alchemist, they meet this creature named Truth when they do a ungodly transmutation. And Truth is essentially that realm's god. And when it's all said and done, at the very end of the series, the main character sacrifices his ability to do transmutations, because at this point he now understands that he is nothing special. He does not need to try and be God. He needs to try and be himself. So I guess what I'm wondering is, am I good enough? Am I really willing to make that sacrifice? To give everything away, to be great? You know, there was a motivational thing I've seen on YouTube. And essentially this guy, he approaches this guru and asks the guru how to become a success. And the guru tells him, meet me at a beach. And the guy shows up, and long story short, the guru has him walk out into the water. And the guy's like, I came here to learn how to make money, not how to swim. And the guru tells him to keep walking, keep walking, and keep walking. And then he essentially drowns him. And he said, you see, you need to want success as hard as you wanted to breathe when I was holding your head up underwater. I don't think I'm there yet. I don't think I want success that bad. I think I do. It's nice to say that I do. It's nice to lie to people and say I do. But I don't think I do. I really don't. So in the law of equivalent exchange, I need to give something of equal value to get what I want. And it makes sense because what I've been getting is what I've been giving. Minimal effort, and I've been getting minimal things. So if I give maximum effort, I give maximum things. But is my resolve strong enough? Am I really built like that? Am I built like that? I don't know. I have no clue. And that's what I've been questioning. Because I went to school, you know, and one of the things I studied intensively was philosophy. So I like to think. But in the process of thinking, I start to realize a lot of things. So here's one thing, right? When I meditate, no matter what I start meditating on, it always comes back to me. And am I good enough? And literally my mind goes back and forth, validating and then denouncing my greatness.